The caption of this TikTok starts out saying, "When you see Goofy coming around the corner after you've waited 3 years to hug him again," which means she's already hugged him before. 3 years.
So, I masturbated yesterday, I'll do it again today. I'll cry while I'm doing it.
Honestly tried my very best to stay away from this topic, but here we are anyway. If at one point in any of you guys' life you've ever been children, you've most likely heard of Disney. However, years have passed, and like most people, I eventually stopped watching shows made for kids. I grew up and graduated to more adult shows like Breaking Bad or You, and I'm guessing most of you have done the same thing.
Yeah, I have, but like I also still enjoy Pixar movies. I think I enjoy them to see how good animation has gotten, just for that sole purpose. Like it's impressive, honestly. The way like the hairs flow and everything, you just look at the details. So for me, it's more like an aesthetic thing.
There exists a portion of people who can't quite seem to let go of that Disney magic they once felt when they were a kid. And they are all adults now. Disney adults.
Attention Disney lovers! Who's ready for the most magical day? Come on!
You see, liking Disney is one thing as an adult, but embodying it and making it your personality is a whole different thing. It's mental illness. And I like Disney, I think it's fine. Also, yeah, I'm aware that they have their ups and downs, and honestly, they fucked up a lot of stuff recently. Like the Snow White movie. But like, yeah, this is fucking weird.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Now, before I continue, I want to emphasize that people have different interests, and just because their interests are different doesn't mean they should inherently be made fun of. However, Disney adults are a little different. They deserve to be made fun of, because not only are they obnoxious, they seem to be very strange. It's no surprise that searching the term Disney adults on any platform yields awful results. I mean, this article even describes them as the most hated group on the internet. And that's not—
Really? I actually didn't even know about them, to be honest.
And don't even get me started on the Reddit search, because some people classify Disney adults as another species. Do you know how crazy—
To be fair, Redditors are another species. I'm not even defending Disney, I'm just calling out the truth. If you're a Redditor, you got issues. Especially if you're a mod.
Imagine for a second you take your kid to Disney because they're a kid and they love Disney.
You gotta tell me why at this point, like what makes them so weird. I don't see it as a huge problem, honestly. But like, maybe my mind would change by the end of this video.
And then all of a sudden, you turn your head and see this. 40-year-old Princess Squad has arrived. Now look, is it strange?
I was sneezing because I'm sick of what I just saw.
Yes, but is it the worst in the world? Not really. I mean—
No, I see this all the time. This is not even just Disney. It's just a bunch of old hags at Disney. They do this everywhere. Like if they're not in Disney, costumes, they're gonna do this in Halloween costumes. See, there's always a time and place for this type of shit. It's just TikTok in general. Have you seen the NPC streams?
But then you turn your head again, and all of a sudden you see something like this.
Okay, what's happening? What? Am I supposed to hate her because she's emotional? Because she's never been to Disneyland before or Disney World before? Because she was probably a broke-ass bitch at one point, and now that she has enough money to finally go as an adult, it's emotional? Maybe she had an abusive childhood and her parents never took her? There's a lot of factors. Does it get worse? Let me see. That's fine.
A castle caused this. Looking at it—
Doesn't matter. People can get emotional.
The backstory behind her crying was that it was her first time seeing Cinderella's castle in Magic Kingdom. And
that's fine. That's fine. Usually the people who go to Disney are people who are actually saving up and don't have money. It's like a special occasion.
I don't like hating on people unless their name is Jojo Siwa, but I really feel like it gets to a point. It gets to a point where it's like, okay, we get that you're excited, but don't you feel like this is a little much? I wouldn't even be cringed out if it was just like a few tears. But
I'm good.
Full on crying. Like, this is ridiculous. And honestly, I could turn a blind eye if this cringe was like an isolated case and there weren't many people like this. But no, there are actually a lot of people like this.
I mean, like, yeah, she's an ugly crier. But everyone can feel that way, though. It's fine. Like, I'm not emotional, right? My sister died and I didn't even cry. It took me like a year before I cried. But, like, that's just me. So, like, when I see people like this, and this is coming from me, by the way, it's fine. It's fine for her to cry. It's their first time seeing it. People who have a lot of money, most of the time, like, I'm gonna say like 90% of people who have a lot of money aren't gonna go to fucking Disney World or Disneyland. You think I'm crazy? Most people that go to Disney World or Disneyland are people who saved up and didn't have a lot of money, and it's a special occasion. Because people with a lot of money are always like, yeah, we can go there anytime. We'll go there eventually. They don't have to. Whereas for them, when there's a discount and shit, oh, we have to go. We saved up already. So for them, it's more emotional. Go hug Goofy. There you go. Turns out it's just EDP underneath the outfit.
What are we doing? Is this real life? It's like I'm trying my best to stay non-judgmental, but they're making it so hard. The caption of this TikTok starts out saying, when you see Goofy coming around the corner after you've waited 3 years to hug him again, which means she's already hugged him before. 3 years.
So, I masturbated yesterday, I'll do it again today. I'll cry while I'm doing it. Just kidding, I don't have to do that, I have Kara.
Can we also talk about the fact that this mascot is not the actual reincarnation of Goofy? So
no shit, Sherlock. It's symbolic. It's the same thing as Jesus on a cross. It is. That's so disrespectful, Cal. No, it's not. It's called a metaphor, you retards.
The fact that this mascot is not the actual reincarnation of Goofy. So crying over a guy in a dog costume just seems a bit outrageous to me. It's not even like this costume is rare. This costume is on eBay for $380.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna fucking hug a guy that bought a costume from eBay in the middle of his backyard. It's different when it's in Disney. It's a whole symbolic thing. It's for the picture, it's for the gram, it's the emotion, it's everything. You grew up on Disney, I get it. It's not that crazy, I'm sorry. Usually I'm the king of shitting on people, actually. I would say I'm the biggest shitter. I shit more than a fat chick on laxatives. Honestly, I shit on people all the time. So for somebody like me, the king of shits, the shit himself, I disagree with this take.
She didn't even have to wait 3 years to hug this thing. She could have bought it on eBay and put it on somebody she knows. That's probably a way better option than hugging a random employee.
No, it's not. It's really not. It's not Disney World or Disneyland.
At Disney World. If this video gets enough likes, I might actually buy this costume. And just to re-emphasize, adults can go to Disney and have a good time. It's just when they start acting like this, is when people start to think it's strange. And yes,
but the thing is, she's not acting. That's the thing I have. When it becomes acting, that's when it's annoying. That's not acting. That's her real emotions.
It is strange. She's a grown adult crying over somebody in a costume. How is that normal? And of course, the
answer is simple. It's because she's a girl. You guys hate this answer, but it's because she's a girl. That's why it's normal. When a guy does it, it's way less normal. It's okay. Because she's a girl. It is. You call it double standard, that's just the way things are.
Always have your fair share of people trying to justify this behavior, like this video.
See that toxic person? We're walking the other way. See that toxic person? And we're walking the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way. Toxic person, walk the other way. Toxic person, walk the
See, this bitch is, this is stupid.
The other way. Walk the other way.
But in reality,
it's the only time she's ever walked.
No one's saying not to have fun. They're saying don't be weird, don't cause a scene, and act your age. Because it is possible to visit Disney and not look like this. Another group of Disney adults that caught my eye are called plus-sized park hoppers, and their name basically describes who they are, which are plus-sized women who go around Disney and document their experience.
Have you been dying to ride Mater's Junkyard Jamboree at Disney's California Adventure, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers, and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us from our plus-size Disney tips and tricks.
Obviously, elephant in the room, these women are morbidly obese. Now, I'm not going to sit here and name call or make fun of them because I personally just don't like to do that. But what I will say is that a lot of people have a lot to say about this group, because on top of the already terrible reputation that Disney adults have, all these women just look very unhealthy. And it's not even just the fact that they look and are unhealthy.
So the question is, do they complain that they can't ride these things? Because if they do, then I'm gonna have an issue. But if they're doing it for content and they don't complain, just for like the sole purpose of showing what it's like to be fat, like then it is fine, right? It's only an issue when they make it an issue. So let's see.
To the point where they can't even get on certain rides at Disney.
Have you been dying to ride Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey at Universal's Islands of Adventure, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus-size.
At least he tried. At least he tried. He actually tried.
Park hoppers, and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us from our plus-size tips and tricks.
The lady goes on to explain the ride, explain the location, and everything else dealing with it. And then come times to actually test if they can get on the ride.
Katie in the blue skirt wears a size 3X top and 22 pants, and her hips are 65 inches. The team member was nice enough to help us with the test seat, but unfortunately, even with some pushing, Katie was not able to get the green light for this ride. My name is Stephanie, and I am wearing the gray shorts. I wear a size 2X top and size 20 pants, and my hips are 60 inches. With some help from the team member, I was able to get the green light on this test seat. It definitely wasn't the most comfortable seat ever, but it wasn't the least comfortable at Universal either.
Now, obviously,
that's fine. No, her content's fine. It's like a tutorial. No, that's great. I don't give a shit. People are gonna hate on it. I already know how TikTok's gonna look. Yeah, no, they're not shaming the workers. They're not complaining. They're kind of just documenting, and that's perfect. No, I don't do hot takes. I think I say what a lot of people think, and they're afraid to say it because they don't want to look like they're supporting fat people. Do I support fat people? I don't support being fat. They're showing that it's bad, technically, if you think about it.
The woman sounds nice, so it's really hard to hate, but if we're being honest, this is crazy. Like, very crazy. There's no way anybody of that size should even be attempting to get on rides anywhere and feel safe doing it. And it's not even like this was a one-time thing on a ride. This has been multiple rides.
I tried the right test seat first and I did not fit. When I realized the difference, I switched over to the left seat.
But it's fine. If it's her, right? It's fine. She's not telling you guys to be fat. If anything, she's telling you not to be fat. Yeah, I can't even make fun of her. I don't want to make fun of her. She doesn't deserve it. Why should she catch strays until she starts complaining? Yeah, all I can do is point at her and call her fat, but that's literally the video.
I will say that this was not the most comfortable roller coaster seat that I've ever sat in. You can tell this by looking at Katie's face. With some help from Katie, I was able to buckle into the modified
That's scary
seat.
though.
I'm a size 2X and my bra is a 44F. And my pants are a size 20. The chest restraint was definitely a tight squeeze, but it didn't feel terrible. I was honestly completely shocked that I even fit in the test seat, and here I am realizing that it was actually a possibility I might have to ride this thing.
Honestly, I can't think of anything to say without being rude, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video.
I mean, you didn't have to say anything. That was fine. You hear what she said in the end? That I actually have to ride this thing? So she says you want to ride it. She goes into these situations knowing that she's not going to fit, quote unquote knowing. So when she does fit, it's scary. She's not complaining, and that's fine. I think that's actually great, to be honest. That's fine content. People who make fun of her are just going to make fun of her because she's fat. And also, yeah, that's gonna happen. I mean, the title, the name, plus size, yeah, it's there. I get it. I do. I'm not gonna shy away from that. I know why people are gonna make fun of it. But yeah, no, she's fine. Yeah. I'd eat her.
It's a new year, new life, new tears, new friends, same love. But I'm glad you're here, you're mine, my dear. I see you, my